I'll be honest, I think they are. And I think we've actually got a decent squad to even finish mid-table this season and beyond. And I think we've got a good foundation to build on. But if you're going to give us that loser mentality, like Callum said, what's the point? What's the point of the fans turning up? The players will just lose trust in the manager. Then what do you do then? Do you know?
I'm quite scared. I'm scared. You lot are rattled. I'm not used to you two being rattled. This is. I'm supposed to be rattled.
You see me rattled after most away games. So.
Yeah, that's different. Not here.
That's what I'm saying. It's the run of games. You think you've got clubs who are you're going to have this conversation multiple times over the festive period. So if you're going to go into that, and we're not going to compete until maybe the odd game against Portsmouth and maybe Sheffield Wednesday, then, like you said, we're going to be in the bottom 3 by Feb, and then we're going to start competing.
Right, lads, let's settle down.
We're already 3 points.
3 points off.
Oh my God. This has become the depression cast, as predicted. Yeah, I don't think we can think like that.
I'm just looking forward to Leyton Orient. That might be a decent game we go up against. Might not sit back on that one.
We've already lost to Barrow, but it's a challenging time, isn't it? I mean, the reaction at the end of the game I thought was quite telling. I thought the players got a really rousing reception at the end. I think they really did. All the players came over, applauded the fans, and all the fans applauded them. Warren came over and he got a lot of booing. There was a lot of booing, and the second the booing started, he stopped clapping the fans, put his hands in his pockets, head down, and walked into the tunnel. And I think his comments probably reflect a little bit of that feeling. I noticed he made possibly a little bit of a jibe at the fans and the reception that they gave at the end, right at the start of his interview with Radio Derby. I get it. I bet he's feeling the pressure. You know, this is a man who's been relegated to the top. I'm sure he's feeling the pressure. I'm sure he's feeling this isn't Rotherham, this is Derby, and Derby are a lot bigger, and Derby have a lot more fans, and Derby have a lot louder fans as well. When it's good, it's loud in a good way. When it's bad, it can become very toxic very quickly. And I just hope that for his sake and for Derby's sake, he can get through that period, because 1 win in 10 is awful. The way we've played has been awful. The fact we rely on a 19-year-old holding midfielder is awful. You know, that is poor planning, poor execution, and we look like a team that's completely lost and devoid of ideas currently. Now, go to Burnley, who are not good going forwards. They've really struggled to break teams down. I think we've got a chance of a result there, probably delusionally. I think we've got a chance of a result there if we can sit in, defend well, and not make any silly mistakes like we did against Leeds. I think we could be okay. We then go to Pompey. If we get a result in that, if we win that game, suddenly everything flips on its head. You know what I mean? And that's when we talk about being reactionary. I don't think we can go too far. And I've seen a lot of people, especially in the comments, saying, you know, how awful it is at the minute. Warren needs to go. I don't even know if Warren going is the right thing, but from my perspective, all I can think is we do need to back the team as much as we can. Because at the end of the day, we might all not be the biggest fans of Paul Warren, but we're all the biggest fans of Derby. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'd rather we stayed up with Warren in charge than we went down without him, or went down with him with a top.
we can always build more killbots.
Hello everybody, happy Monday. Happy Monday to ya. Happy Monday to ya. How is everybody doing? Are we all okay? Hello Purples and the Tobes. Hello Tobes. Yeah, thank you very much for letting me know that I left the audio input on Chrome. Target as well, hello Target and Jet and Captain Mannerings, how you doing? Why notifications rude? Yeah, how is everybody? How is everybody today? Hello, Kalukaye, and also, yeah. What just happened? So I literally last night I wrote a gang roster, an outlaw bounty hunter gang roster based around these, who are awesome. These are the House of Tai on Myodo Coven. So they're like I don't know what you call them. The most powerful of these are the part of astropathic choirs of the Adeptus Astro Telepathica, which conveys long-range messages from Necromunda to Terra. Hang on, let me put some music on. Let me get music on before we start chit-chattering away. Wow, was that loud enough? Hardcore mofos, yes. So yeah, you can write. So in what's it? Is it Book of the Outlaws? Book of the Outlaws for Necromunda, you can write outlaw gangs, outlaw war bands, which is basically just bounty hunters. And one of them, you can base one of the gangs around these. So the telepath and the null. This is the that's the null there, and then there's another model. There's another piece of artwork as well, which is the telepath. Remember the music without being harassed by purples. Am I in the Twilight Zone? I know. Didn't get harassed by purples at all. So yeah, you can write. Because I was going to write, it's really difficult. I wanted to write a bounty hunter gang, but like a bounty hunter gang, you've got to have some sort of identity. Is it led by a gunslinger? Is it led by not a gunslinger? Is it led by a brawler, a fighter, or something? And you have to give all the.
Holy hell, I was finishing something and I really didn't need to intervene for the music. Where is Christopher? Remove this imposter.
Hey Purples! How are you doing, Purples? Yeah, I was just talking about the outlaw gangs that you can write for Necromunda. And it's really interesting because you have to give the leader a archetype. I think they call it an archetype. So it has to be like a gunslinger, or a brawler, or a fighter, or a criminal, or something like that. And then you build the other you build the other outlaws around them, and there's only like 3 stat lines. So you can only have, there's a leader, a champion, and a ganger. I think they call it a hive scum. But there's only 3 stat lines, so there's not a lot of variety in there. So the variety is going to come with the narrative idea rather than meta chasing. Ha ha ha. The narrative idea. So I was trying to kind of come up with like something like, do you do it like, for instance, do you do it like, do you create a gang like, Guardians of the Galaxy? So you have like the gunslinger leader who's got the cool pistols and the funky little bits of status items and equipment, and then you have the brawler in there and a weird little pet rabbit which turns out to be a servo skull or something. Anyway, so you have all that, but then you can also shift the gang and you can incorporate these houses as almost like a break off outlaw gang. So you have a telepath and a null leading up this gang, and they've kind of pulled in friends or whatever. And I was like, oh, maybe that's the way you do it. So I wrote a gang based around these. But wait, rabbit, base a gang around these. But these models don't exist yet. I was like, oh, I wonder what model I could use to convert this. And I was ready today to go onto the Warhammer community, to go onto the Warhammer page and just go through all the models and try and find something that looked like her. Like something with these shoulder pads, and then you can give her a head. Hey, Co, how are you doing, Cody Co? Yeah, I did make the joke with purples last night that I can't find a model, but wouldn't it be funny if she was just the Necromunda reveal? And would you believe it? On Warhammer Community today, there's the null, there's the telepath, and there are the fucking gorgeous models. Just casually dropped in. Just casually dropped in today. Oh, stunning. Really, really cool. Yeah. I mean, the power sword is amazing anyway. They're just really cool. It's just fab. You missed this one with the new Empire Wizards. Yeah, the Empire Wizards came as well. But these ones, Necromunda, Specialist Design Studio, yet again, just smashing sculpts out of the park. And yes, as Ren says, we'll go and have a look at them as well because they are rather nice. There we go. You got the Empire Wizards. Where's the Necromancer? There she is. Necromancer's awesome. So yeah, the Specialist Design Studio just absolutely nailing stuff at the moment. So now, thankfully, I don't have to convert the models for her anymore. I can just use these two, which are stunning. She's really nice. She's really nice. They definitely need a crisp paint job. Those models are really cool. Yeah, these models are really cool. I do like the Empire. I couldn't really care less about the Empire either. But the models are quite cool. The models are quite cool. I'm really happy that Hendy and Ren have some models to get hyped about. There really is no one doing it like the Specialist Game Studio right now. There really isn't. And I did a video all about it. If you go and have a look, there's a video. New models, new Necromunda models are crushing it. There's a video on my YouTube about it, just on why I think the Specialist Design Studio are just nailing it so far. But they're just so good. And the crazy thing about where are we? If you go on here, this is something I said on the video as well. If you go on here, it's just like model after model after model, which is just absolutely knocking it out of the park. And also, if we go on my blue sky quickly, yeah, so this is that's the thing that I put on Instagram yesterday, So I've just written an outlaw gang based around her.
Also, Christopher, House Ty is allied with House Delic. Isn't that just awesome?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. And that's another reason why I'm definitely getting. I kind of want 2 sets of them, so that I can use one just for my Delax and then use one, convert them up. So this is my Instagram from yesterday. Now I need to find a model, and then this is me chatting to Purple Spark saying, oh, I'm trying to think of a model that I can use to convert her. Maybe she'll be the Necromundays model reveal, and then, yeah, they just came out. If you go on my... Please follow me, by the way. Please follow me on... I will throw this up in chat. There we go. Please follow me on Blue Sky. Where is... There it is. So this model that came out last week, really, 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 really cool. Very, what's the word? Influenced by a piece of artwork that was drawn many, many, many years ago.
Do a socials command, you noob tourist.
I will do. I will do. Dave Gallagher drew this many, many years ago. And it's even got, look, it's got the dude on the back, it's got 2 servo skulls, it's got a shrine or a weird church thing, it's got the exact, it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 2 servo skulls and a shrine. So it's pretty much exact. Could you make a gang out of the heretic and the new psychopath today? Yep. Yep. Definitely target. Definitely. Forgot about the frogs. I'm getting them all. How are you doing, teeny tiny? So yeah, and I also reshared this as well because I shared this on Twitter and it just didn't get, like, years and years and years ago whenever I first did it, and it did reasonably well, but like I shared it again and people are still like, oh my god, wow, this is so cool, as if they haven't seen it. So there's good old what was this one? Sergeant Hudson. There we go, Sergeant Hudson. That was not Trevor. House Tire hangers on, so you can't really make a gang with them, but if you go with an outcast gang, you can do whatever you want. You can. Oh, it's a Dr. Hellboy. How you doing, Hellboy? How you doing, Doc? Doc, Doc Ock, which is an interesting foreshadowing of a model I'm going to show you very, very soon. Doc Ock, Doc Hell, and an Ode. How are you doing, Ode? Yeah, oh, there we go. So, yeah, Necromunda just absolutely smashing it out of the park again. Absolutely smashing it out of the park again. Don't know what I'd do. I mean, she's pretty perfect. She's pretty perfect. They're both pretty perfect. I think the paint job on the face needs to be a bit more, and it's a bit of a chunky. Yeah, it's they're very cool. They're just very cool, aren't they? They're very cool. Dr. Hellboy, how was your stream? How were your games? Did you win? Were you really, really good? So yeah, target. You can definitely do. You can definitely use these. Outcast gang, you can pretty much do whatever you like, because the outcast gang, like I was saying, the outcast gang is you have you pick your leader, you pick your champion, and you pick your gangers, or the scum, the hive scum, if you like, and then you just fit everything in around those. So they're just stat lines. So yeah, you could, and then you can use these as your leaders. So you can base the gang around this. I think this is 600 credits, 400 credits. I can't remember now. I don't think it's very much. So I think it's probably 400 credits. I can't remember. Did I tell you, Purples? I can't remember whether I told you in DMs. And the book's over there. It's not very much anyway. I think it might be it might be 300. So then you have 700 credits to spend on the rest of your gang. So yeah, you can start with these two, and then you can just add on the rest of the gang. So you could definitely do that. But just like every single model recently, I want them, I want that, I want them, I want them, I want this, need that. Just stunning. Just stunning. Just stunning. She's just so cool. She just needs painting just to be painted. So yeah, there we go.
300 credits indeed.
There we go. So it's 300 credits. I said 600. I was like, oh, 600 is not right. So it costs 300 credits to have these two, and they come with weapons. So they come with the weapons that are here. So a power sword and a bolt gun, and then she's really psychic. And then you have 700 credits to spend on the rest of the gang. But I believe these are the leaders, so she's the leader. I think she counts as the leader. I will check that again and pop it up in Discord. Yeah, it's just super cool and perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. Yeah, I kind of wish that she was a little bit closer to this, with the big shoulder pads and the Imperial chest. I mean, she's got the Imperial chest, but the shoulder pads and the face isn't quite. But yeah, it's just stunning. They're just so cool. Maybe it's the paint job as well. But you can do a lot with the paint job and make her look very much like this. It's just stunning. So very excited. Very excited. And with that, I think it's time that I turn my camera on. And then I can show you all what I've been doing this weekend. How were your games, Hellboy? For your 6.5 hours. What was your record? Were you played 17, won 16? Do you think it's also a message to Old World that the promised things are coming? A message to Old World that the promised things are coming? I don't know. I don't think the promised things aren't coming. 12-13-0 Underwood. Wow. Nice one, Hell. I've not got picked every time. Right. Yeah, I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a that they're not coming. I just think it was a time thing that things weren't ready. We know Hendy was very cross that they did a reveal show and then didn't reveal anything. Right, so let's show you some stuff. So this is some of the stuff I've been working on over the weekend, which I know Purpley Spark is going to be very excited about. So hopefully Purpley Spark is in here. So I've gone around and I've put a lot of these Deluxe stuff on their cool little bases. So I've got lots of bodies to play around with. That's one of my favourites with the web gauntlet and the stiletto knife. She's looking really good. And then we get to the slightly more interesting ones. That's one with the sniper as well. That's not the slightly interesting one, but I have been trying to do the tidy up the shoulder pads on them all as well. There's the last one, which we also need to the royal I need to sort out the shoulder pads on those as well. But let's just very quickly show you this. Let's say very quickly, excitedly show you this, because this is a really cool bit. 1 second. So this is one of my Zeitgeist. And you're like, well, where's Where is everything? So we can just throw a head in. So if we pop a head in, just so that you can see what it's going to look like with the head. Oop, there we go, purples. Head does fit, come on. There, so the head is in. And then you're like, well, where are the arms? Ha ha ha! I hear you ask. Ha ha ha! Here are the arms. Oh yeah! So there's one arm. And if I can just hold it like that for a second. Purpley Spark, are you ready? There's the other arm. So I now have Doc Ock. Perfect Doc Ock for my Delac. So originally I did try the larger, where are they? I did try the larger arms, but I just ended up thinking they were just too chunky. So because this guy is on the floor, and I wanted this Zeitgeist on the floor, just looking a little bit more like menacing, if you like. You don't dislike this? What? Wow. Okay. So that's absolutely brilliant from Purpley Spark, but that's fine. It need 2 more tendrils, but it's really cool. So these are. There we go. This is the back for. I suppose you could get some tendrils on the top. I suppose I could put some tendrils on the top and have 4. But yeah, this is what the Zeitgeist looks like with the mechadendrites. And then I've also done. This one's really cool. This one's really cool. So this one is. So these are the normal mechadendrite things that they have. And I've converted this one, so I've cut the fingers off the end here, so it looks like it's grabbing onto the bit at the bottom, and then I have sub-assembled it so I can paint all of this, and then the actual Zeitgeist himself sits in there like that and floats above the. So it looks like he's using the. Looks like he's using the things to. In fact, I might cut that off a little bit. Cut that off a little bit just to exaggerate it a little bit more. There we go. And then he just sits in. Come on. There we go. He sits in there like that. So that's that one. Also really cool. Beatbot for the wrong. Hey, Mannerings, how you doing? Double Negative City, I really like it. You really like it? Yes, excellent. So yeah, there we go. So this is the a little bit more of what they were supposed to look like. But I just thought the arms were a bit thick. Just thought these were a little bit chunky. When I put them on here, I'll show you sort of quickly. When I put them on here, they just ended up looking like a bit thick. And I don't quite like how big the backpack is anyway, but they just ended up looking a little bit chunky on the model. I have just replaced the things with just spikes on the end. But yeah, I think they look really cool. So they're just going to glue straight into there. They don't need any hiding or anything. And then this arm here is supposed to mimic that hand there. There we go. That arm is supposed to mimic that hand, or the arm is supposed to mimic the hand, and then this one down here is just a little bit more casual. That one will probably, this one will probably rest on the floor like that. probably rest on the floor. Either rest on the floor or just off it. Maybe just off it, so we got a bit of a silhouette. Yeah, so that's those. And then we need. I'm going to make one of the. So this is the other Zeitgeist, the body, and then I'm going to use this to make. We need a little bit of tacky substance. We're going to use this body to make a Nactghoul, because I really like how the body looks. It's kind of moving and jumping around. So that goes in there like that, and then that goes in there like that. There we go. So then we get a Nactghoul, which we can do a cool pose with, and angle the head, and have him. So I was gonna have him. Let's just get that back on there again. There we go. I was gonna have him jumping off one of the bits like that, so that he was a little bit higher. But if I do that, I have ordered another one of these, so hopefully that will arrive today. It has, weirdly, it said it's been delivered, but it's not being delivered. But I need another one of these bits, so that I can put it on a smaller base, because the Nactghoul is supposed to be on a 25mm, and this is on a 32. So then the Nactghoul is going to be jumping off that, which will look quite cool. What is your take on pickles? I fucking hate pickles. Yeah, Mannerings. There's been a. In fact, you could probably do ! Cucumber. I hate cucumbers. Absolutely hate cucumbers, and it was a meme for a long time on channel, and I think most people have forgotten about it now. Yeah, absolutely hate cucumbers. They're the devil's food. Really, really shit. And another streamer even got banned from Twitch for a month for doing a very innuendo-y cucumber bit on stream in response to me not liking cucumbers, which was hilarious. So yeah, don't like cucumbers. It's exactly the right answer, Teeny. It's exactly the right answer. Do you know why? Because I don't like cucumbers. So yeah, that's going to be my Nactghoul. It fits quite well once everything's kind of lined up. It has a little bit of trimming to do on this bit underneath, because we need to fit. Where is it? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Where is it? Yeah, if you don't like something, own it, guys. Don't say you like it because your mates do. Didn't know the Chris Deep lore. Courgettes, aubergines. Nope. Yo, Tristan, how you doing? I'm just out of the shops grabbing some presents. See you in a bit. What have you got me, Tristan? What have you bought me? Yeah, I think that Nactghoul looks really cool. There's a kind of a sneaking and leaping from the shadows. Stabby. Stab. So that'd be quite good. But yes, today we are painting Celestine, so we do have to do some more of the wings non-metallic. I did paint a little bit more on her. I don't know whether you can see, but she has got a pupil. She's absolutely tiny. The model is minute, so the eyeball is non-existent. So trying to dot an eyeball that's already non-existent is ridiculous. So she has got an eyeball, not that you can see it, which is a bit of a shame. So I might try and redo it and try and make the eyeball a bit more prominent. I don't know. Yeah, if you do !Cucumber, that's the funny command based around the fact that I don't like cucumbers. time. Hello, wet palette. So yeah, that's all my delay. Oh yeah, and I've also got a worm as well, which I have assembled from the one that is being held. So I've taken the bit that was being held, and then I've also got the tail, so the tail can go on there as well. And then I have a worm that is smashing out of the bases like that. So that looks quite cool. So that should be quite a good little worm. And then I've also got another base, which is, where's the half and half base? There it is. So I've got a little half and half base like that that I can use for one of the other worms, like that, and have that coming up from the ground. So that one will look quite good as well. So yeah, lots of little Delac things. It's quite good fun. With the crust cut off, I mean, why would you cut the crusts off? Cutting the crusts off is just stupid, because crusts are awesome. So why would you cut the crust off? But Marmite, cucumber and Marmite, fuck off. No, that's not happening. Don't know who had that idea. Do not know who had that idea. Importance of being earnest. Good old Ernest. Do my corporate self-evaluation. Oh, nice.
Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
I will. Hey, Avian, how you doing? Yeah, it is Avian. So, one thing that I wanted to talk to you all about, kind of want as many people in chat as I can. So firstly, I'm going to do a raffle in the new year. I need to kind of decide what sort of model to do for the raffle. I don't know whether to do something a bit more display orientated, like a 50mm, 75mm model just painted purely for display, or whether to do some new Games Workshop release, so maybe like the Death Rider Captain or something. That might be quite fun. So thoughts and opinions on what model I should paint for the raffle next year, and then also plenty of people give you constructive feedback. I think it's destructive feedback. They're trying to destruct you, Toby. Don't let them do it, Toby. Don't let them do it. Don't fall for it, Toby. No! Yeah, and then also I want to paint some models. I'm going to do like a stream per model over Christmas. I want to try and get some models done. So I definitely want to do Lady Credo, and I definitely want to do at least one Delac model. But after that, open to suggestions for that as well. So we could definitely do something like some Sylvaneth or some Ideneth. If yous all wanted. We could do some Tomb Kings. How about a diorama where the demons and believers having a footy game in No Man's Land? No dioramas, I'm just painting models. Trench bowl. But hopefully if we get the STLs in time for Christmas, then I can print. I will definitely print some of those, and we can do some trench models. So I'd like to do the War Wolf, for instance, the Assault Wolf. Painting that on stream would be quite fun. About a Rogue Hobbies Gobbo. I don't have a Rogue Hobbies Gobbo. That would be cool. Was that for a raffle, Teeny, or was that just to paint over Christmas? You know, for the spirit of Christmas. Grampus is very festive. Has she done a Grampus? She has indeed. Ah. That's cool. I didn't know she'd done a Grampus. I was chatting to her the other week. She showed me a few of the sculpts that she's got to come out. When I was down at her little workshop painting room with Rob. That's awesome. '25 stream streak as well. Well done, Captain Mannerings. Congrats. Work on the back. Movie night this week is another classic Christmas film, The Thing. So make sure you tune in for that Thursday night. And then next week is the other classic Christmas film, Die Hard. I was going to ask if it was Die Hard. Die Hard's next week. We had the classic Christmas film last week of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And then, I mean, we could do all sorts of Christmas films as well. Like we could do Prometheus. That's a Christmas film. Gremlin. For those of you who aren't aware, yes, Prometheus is a Christmas film. Idris Elba literally puts the Christmas tree up in the Prometheus shape at the beginning of the film. So how was everybody's weekend though? What was everybody up to? What did everybody do? Did anybody else write a Necromunda gang just before the new models were released? Update on the potatoes as well. Apparently they are doing fine. They are running around playing and fighting this morning. Church stuff all week. Hardly feels like I had one. The Thing asks the classic Christmas questions. Are all of us capable of growing as people? I like watching The Thing trying to figure out the timeline for everything, like who gets infected first and stuff. Waiting for the rain to stop so I could do some priming. Didn't happen. Is that all you did? Were you just sat by the window like Chandler Bing, waiting for it to stop raining? Because that was a pretty futile task if that's all you did, Tobes. Fat around playing Mentor Legion. What's Mentor Legion? The upside is I figured out my white, technically ivory workup. Nice. What's Mentor Legion? Tell me about Mentor Legion. Chris is not a 40k nerd. Oh, is it a 40k thing? Is it a Chaos Legion? thought it was a computer game. Mental's chapter. First placement chapter with fluff back in the Rogue Trader book. Oh, nice. Very nice. So you're going to do a Primaris version. That's about ready to stick on. Wanted to be a snowflake. Everybody was. I love being a snowflake. That's the whole reason behind the Dark Pharaons. Right, so shall we glue wings to Celestine? I think we should. I think we should glue wings to Celestine. We should glue wings to Celestine. Could actually, let's not. Let's. Correct the paint. The back bit. Perfect. We need some white just for the pipe highlights. The reason that I wanted to be a snowflake. Snowflake! Do you want to build a snowman?
As a demonstration of
Our power. Give me a sec. Just doing this line. Thank you. Cheers, target.
Another one, you moron.
I think I have one
In the truck.
in the truck.
It's a demonstration of our power. It's a demonstration of our power. Our power. Our power, ladies and gentlemen. Our power. Hey, Sexy Science Hannah. How are you doing? Cute ring, thank you very much. It is my one ring. You are just in time. See me try and pull a hair out of my mouth. Blah. Just in time to see me glue Celestine's wings onto Celestine herself. She gets her wings. How are you, Sexy Science Hannah? Have you had a good weekend? She gets her wings. She gets her very cool non-metallic wings. Doing okay, you're tired. That's pretty cool. Oh no, I'm sorry you're tired. Yeah, I'm trying to finish it tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do I don't think I'm gonna do it. So we might have to ship it later in the week. And hope she gets there before Christmas, or if not, she'll get there like between Christmas and New Year. But she's nearly there. She's really close. Boxing Day miracle. Just woke up, so I got to feed the cats. Be back in a minute. No worries. No worries. I have started using mech pack in one of these now, which is fab actually. It works loads better because the brush is really nice and neat. She looks pretty spectacular, isn't she? It's pretty damn cool, that is. It's pretty damn cool. It's gonna be fun trying to ship her, like packing her up in bubble wrap and stuff. Right, we're gonna let her sit there and cure, and I might just have another quick look at this, just see how this is gonna fit, because this one needs to remove. We need to remove that bit there. So it fits at a better angle, like that. slightly easier to get to. So then hopefully that can fit in there. There we go, that's better. It does fit in there better. Let's remove that. Boxing Day Miracle. So yeah, that fits into there. And then this side. Looks like we need to do the same actually. Just remove that little bit at the bottom. Oops. Hey Dead Sky, how you doing? Dead Sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Yeah, alright, thank you, man. Alright, thank you. And that can go in there perfect like that. Perfect. Right, let that cure. That's that one. Perfect. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is Celestine a little bit more glued? Have you had a good weekend, Dead Sky? Has it all been good? Has it all been worthwhile? You're only Wigan. Nice. It was gone quick. You had a quick weekend. In orange. Can you use some troll slayer orange? Mainly because Games Workshop paints glaze really well. Right, I'm quickly going to go make a cup of tea, top up my cuppa, and then I will come back and we'll carry on. So it won't be a second, everybody. If you need a cup of tea, go grab one, grab some cake, and I'll see you in a sec. Right. Let's carry on. This is some cup of tea. How you doing? Right. Donut. Oh, God, I love a donut. Did you get me a donut, Target? Timmy! Did you get me a donut? Quite like a donut. You know what? They do, Domino's do like a Christmas dinner on a pizza this time of year, and it's just started again. So at some point this week, I think I'm going to have a Domino's festive pizza thing, which is rather nice. Yeah, so I went and made a cup of tea. I went to the toilet. Thank you very much. Had a quick stretch. You got a chocolate dip donut, but now I'm eating it. Nom 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 nom. Nice. I have a cup of tea and a mince pie. I got a mince pie. No. Oh my word. Oh, it's a good mince pie. So we do have to paint. Corporate goals and guidelines. You scoffed an iced mince pie. Oh, love iced mince pies. Iced mince pies are fabulous. Iced mince pies are magnificent. Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. I bet it wasn't a teeny tiny mince pie, though, was it? I bet it was a ginormous mince pie in your teeny tiny hands. Enormous mince pie. Teeny Tiny has enormous mince pies. It's official. Enormous, teeny tiny mince pies. There we go. Right. Okay, so she's looking pretty good. I might touch her up a little bit tomorrow. She is looking pretty spectacular, I think anyway. But we do need to do a little bit on these, so we need to do the backs. Enormous mince pie in face on nom nom nom. Nom. Hey, Spiky boy. Spiky, are you better than Target? In that you've brought me a donut. Because Target went and bought donuts and didn't bring me one. Now that's not something that Shay Shay would do, or Purpley Spark, or Hendy. I reckon Hendy would get me a donut. Miss Beltry buys me donuts, but Target apparently hasn't bought me a donut. So sad, Chris. Eats them in one mouthful. You do, teeny tiny, teeny tiny. I suppose that is a teeny tiny victory. Eating it in one mouthful.
Getting you a donut? Are you mad? All mine.
Oh, but Twitch Lady, that's like the point of sharing and caring and caring and sharing, Twitch Lady. We could share and care donuts. It would be glorious, Twitch Lady. Twitch Lady! Care and share donuts, Twitch lady. Care and share. What kind of donuts? Oh. Now, you see, I might be a bit weird in this. Because I'm not a fan of chocolate orientated donuts. So I like all the fruit ones. So like, there's Krispy Kreme did a really nice apple pie donut. And they did a really nice lemon meringue pie donut, which was amazing. They do a strawberries and cream donut, which is really nice. So yeah, any kind of fruity donut, I'm all there. Salted caramel's also rather nice, but anything chocolate, like no. I could eat it, but it's those are a mortal struggle for each delicious bite. In Portland, we have a place called Voodoo Donuts that makes these wild and wacky donuts. The huge penis one is not the weirdest one. They do a huge penis donut. How is that even a donut? I love the fancy Project D ones at UK Gutter. Project D ones at Ugge. Right, so now that has dry, we need to get a little bit of tacky substance so that we can remove from the back a little bit of coloured tack, which is just on the back. Let's just check. This one's got a tiny bit on it as well. So tack sticks to itself more than it sticks to the model, so you can just very, very carefully remove tack like that. So they had donuts at the UK Games Expo as well. It's called the Cock and Balls. It's vegan. Well, you made a has of UK Games Expo, didn't you, Chris? I made a has. A has what? Like a has-been? Are you calling me a has-been? Captain Manor is calling me a has-been. I'm not a has-been. I'm a very, very good bean. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've even got a Christmas hat on. Has been, once was. What? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Sexy Science Hannah. Especially seeing as I have your Celestine in my hands right now. Can't believe you're calling me a has-been. I'm going to sit here and eat my mince pie and just be grumpy. Hash was what I meant. Hashtag hash. A hashtag hash. What's a hashtag hash? Is that like a hash brown? Is that like a social media hash brown? Like something that's amazing when you put it on anything. Just like what makes whatever social media post that you post about better, because it's got a hashtag hash on it. He was a track about keep people calling him a has-been, and he basically, I once was, what about you kind of thing. Double hash browns. Double hash browns. Double hash browns are amazing. Hashtag hash brown. Hashtag hash brown. Hashtag hash brown. Right, so we need to paint the backs of these. So we need some. Where is it? Why can I never find it? There it is. Oh, now did I use? No, I definitely used burgundy, didn't I? I used the burgundy. Burgundy. I used the burgundy. I'm strongly considering ChatGPT to write myself evaluation. How is ChatGPT going to write your self-evaluation? Is that a self-evaluation writing like website? In which case, it's a pretty shit like title. Shouldn't it be self-evaluation writing website.com rather than ChatGPT? I think they're missing a trick there. They're missing a trick. I need to message them. I need to message them. I need to be like, hey, you're missing a trick with your website name. ChatGPT is no reference and no relevance to evaluation writing website. Is it free, or is it like a subscription service that you have to subscribe to so that once a year you can write your evaluation, or is it a one-time payment thing? Like, how does it work? Might as well. It's not like there's any benefit to expend the effort on it. It's not like there's any point expending any effort on it. Right, so we also need to turn this into a glaze, so that we can glaze. So now we need corn red. Did you know that Microsoft and either Emerald or Exelon are recommissioning 3 Mile Island to use nuclear power to run AI data centers? Did you know that they're making a massive transatlantic tunnel? Excuse me. I did not mean to sneeze quite so much. So violent. What was violent? If the new reactor techs last couple of decades NA has been losing research reactors, means it's economical to build new refurb. It's okay. Embarrassingly, the French are good with nuclear. Skynet? What about Skynet? Okay, so just kind of throwing back to, now we've got a few people in chat, throwing back to some models to paint on stream over Christmas. Are there any models that you want to see me paint? I was thinking definitely a Delac. Definitely try and finish Lady Credo. And then I've got things like some Dark Eldar. Obviously the Lady Solar from my Imperial Guard. Drakari, Tomb Kings, Inquisitors, all sorts of stuff. Has anybody got any ideas about what we can paint
7 times world champ.
over Christmas? Hey, Tomb King Tristan. Tomb King Tristan will obviously probably vote for Tomb Kings. Either Tomb Kings or Elves. Actually, I don't actually know what models Tomb King Tristan would vote for Christmas painting streams. So Tomb King Tristan will probably want me to finish this guy because he's badass. You know that feeling when you run out of one paint colour and that's all you need, but somehow, yeah, I know that feeling, Spiky Boy. Oh, I got the sniffles now. Tomb King Tristan. Tomb King Tristan. Did you see my hilarity? Paint a big mini knight equivalent. Right. My zombie dragon. I could put some more work on my zombie dragon. Should we do my zombie dragon or my Terrorgeist? I've started painting a dragon and ran out of base colour. Yes, the zombie dragon. Remember you wanted to focus on high level painting? I did, yeah. I do, that's the whole point. I'm not smashing out a night in a stream. I'm going to put some more work on the zombie dragon. I could paint the zombie dragon a bit. Zombie dragon I'd allow similar size to what I'm doing. Any of you cool models are fine. For raffles, maybe the Necromunda characters would go over. Actually, that's a good call, Target. What about a collection of Necromunda models for a raffle? A collection of the characters. What about that? That could be quite cool. Yeah, Tristan. I wrote this last night because this is a really cool. Because I was trying to write an outlaw gang. And writing outlaw gangs is actually quite difficult because you start and you just get given like stat lines, like here's 3 stat lines, off you go, and you have to give them like an archetype, so they have to be like a gunslinger or a brawler or something, and all things like that. And then I thought, well, actually you can also kind of focus them and build them around existing kind of outlaws, if you like. And one of them is this House Tie on Myodo Coven, which have got a telepath and a null. And I was like, oh, these are really cool. I could write that. So I wrote a gang roster for this. And then I was like, oh, I need to find a model. Yeah, they've released them today. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a good point. Target, thank you very much for reminding me as well, because I don't want to smash out models like this. I hate these. I absolutely hate them. So if anybody wants to buy my trench ghosts, then feel free, because I absolutely hate them. I don't like them because I painted all of them. Painted all of them en masse, like in a kind of a quick style, and I just don't like them. So I'm just not doing that. Models look amazing. Yeah, the models look incredible, Tomb King Tristan. I really like them. So yeah, I could do some more on the zombie dragon. Zombie Dragon would be good actually, because I've got the colour slightly wrong on the Zombie Dragon, so I need to rectify that a little bit. So we can look at that. I could probably give it an airbrush glaze before stream and then work on the wings or something. So that would be a good one to work on. That would be a good one to work on, the Zombie Dragon. So we'll put the Zombie Dragon in the list. I am going to try and finish Lady Credo, and I am going to paint probably... Where is he? I will probably paint... Where's he gone? My Delac leader, who I've just lost for some reason. I don't know where my Delac leader's gone, but I'll probably paint either probably paint the Delac leader because he's cool and he's got a serpent staff. There he is. He's hiding behind Celestine. I'll probably paint him. Do him up at a really nice level. Oh, nice one. Yeah, by all means target. Yeah, by all means. If you want the trench ghosts, I've got... It's a huge army, a huge warband. And then you would have that guy as well, because he's the priest. So then you can paint him up. But yeah, trench ghost. If anybody on my stream wants to buy the trench ghost, then let me know. Yeah. I need to build my leader guy, going to give him a big hammer to bonk people. Oh really? Tomb King Tristan's leader is a bonker. I'm gonna bonk people. I'm gonna bonk you. I'm gonna bonk you. Have you had a good weekend though, Tristan? Has it been a fun weekend? And yeah, Tristan, Target, thanks very much for reminding me about that, because I just don't enjoy painting quickly. Well, painting with quick techniques. Because this is still, like, I can still get things done when I'm painting like this. But I far more prefer the end result. I really need to get some paint on my Escher gangers. Yes, definitely. So here's my Escher. We'll probably finish her as well at some point, because she won't need much to finish. This is always the part of non-metallic you like. What, the bit where you kind of pull it all together and it starts going, oh look, it's all shiny. When it looks a mess and then you go, oh, there's the highlight, and you're like, oh, it looks like metal. Honestly, I quite like this step in pretty much all my paint jobs as well, because all my paint jobs sort of start off, they tend to start off, at least when I'm not painting for like Golden Demon or something, they start off quite messy, and then the final highlight kind of just pulls everything together. It's quite fun. I think I'm a little bit... This paint is a little bit thin at the moment. We probably need to update the paint on the wet palette. So that needs highlight on the top there. So we've got. Let me get a notepad. We'll get a mini notepad. And we'll also use my $100 bill pencil. So we have top of the list, and this is a one for me. Lady Credo. We have to get Lady Credo finished. A Dalak. A Dalak and my Escher leader. The Escher leader is a bit of a question mark. And then we have from chat, we've got a zombie dragon. Zombie dragon. Tomb King Tristan wanted my Tomb King. Yeah, Rogue Hobbies Gobbo.
Navy blue rhymes with poo. Scrape it off my butt and wipe it on you.
House Ty, the cool lady, rather than the giant coat one, heretic. What's that target? Is that what you want as? Aliens and or predators? Oh god. Aliens. There we go. House Ty, the cool lady, rather than the giant coat one, heretic. Lady Credo. Lady Credo's on there. We've got Lady Credo at the top. You should try and finish a spearhead ready for AOS. It's a lot of models though. That would be finishing the spearhead would be all the way through Christmas. It would be like every single Christmas tree would be me finishing a spearhead. Because it's Blood Knights, 20 skeletons. Oh, it's a Vargeist, isn't it? No, so I'd have to do a different one because I don't like the Vargeist. Oh no, I've got the Vargeist. I've got that. Turn them into the other ones. We don't need a Shatterpoint. Oh yeah, I could do some Shatterpoint, couldn't I? And yes, I have done some Shatterpoint, as you can see here. Shatterpoint. Although she does have a bent, snapped lightsaber, which is really annoying. So yes, I could do some Shatterpoint. Lady Hera in her Spyra armor. I would have to buy the one in Spyra armor, but I do have the Lady Hera to paint. So Shatterpoint. Lady Hera. I have the old one to do. I've got the old one up there. Is that cowardice I hear? No. I was just thinking, like, I don't think you all want to watch me paint an entire spearhead over Christmas. I would have thought that would have been a bit dull. Wonky York, hello. This is. We're just coming up with some ideas for models to paint over Christmas, over the Christmas, because we've got Celestine, which we're finishing off. This is a Celestine commission, which we're finishing. Should be finished in the next couple of days, and then after that, I want to come up with a schedule where we just paint stuff. Vamp 1 would be alright. Nice mix of minis. Yeah, but I'd be painting a skeleton. Like, I'd be painting 20 skeletons over 10 days. I'd be painting like 2 skeletons a stream. It was a dwarf in a bathtub with a rubber ducky. But I've got the zombie dragon in there, Tobes. I do have the zombie dragon in there, so we can do some more work on the zombie dragon. We could probably put Kado in there as well. Shall we put Kado in there?
Paint faster, tourist.
No. No. We've literally just had this conversation. I hate my models when I paint them quickly. What choice of miniatures? Basically anything I've been working on this year. So I've got fucking shitloads of miniatures. Does anybody want to see any Lord of the Rings? Do you want to see any Lord of the Rings? And do you want to see me any... Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you want to see me paint any of the large-scale stuff? Do you want to see me paint... I haven't got any of the new stuff. Do you want to see me paint any large-scale stuff? Just move your hands faster. You're a slow painter.
Then paint faster. Hate you models and send them to Purpley.
I mean, it's not like I paint slowly. It's just painting with the mindset of painting quickly. Lady Hera, I suppose, or the buff new guy. What buff new guy? Yeah, do you want to see me paint a large scale thing? I also have a bust. I do have a bust. I mean, I've got loads of busts I could print as well, but I've got a Hellboy bust thing, which could be quite fun. The War of the Rohirrim hero guy. I don't have him. They didn't send me any of the new Lord of the Rings stuff. It's quite a bust you got there. Thank you very much. So what do we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 days. 10 streams. What date are we on? Target, I wasn't particularly happy about that. But also, I wasn't particularly happy with the amount that they even sent out, because they barely sent any out. They sent out about 18 copies, which doesn't scream promoting one of my favourite games to me. Is that a mini from the Cult of Paint Kickstarter? I wish. Any Blood Bowl? I've got some Blood Bowl. I haven't got much. Can I add a Dune mini? You can add a Dune mini. Can you find a really cool 3D print for one? Anyway, it's time for me to work. No worries. Yeah, the Cult of Paint. So I have... where's Kickstarter? Where is Kickstarter? I thought I had Kickstarter open. Kickstarter, not Trench Crusade. There it is. I have backed these guys. So I have backed in here, and I want. Although I really like that guy as well. He's really cool, the Dark Elf. I have got. I mean, he's really cool. I've got her. And I will probably get her bust as well, because her bust is really cool. I've already painted the red gobbo. I did it for an article which then wasn't even used. They've not even done the article. Where's my red gobbo? There's my red gobbo. I've already done the red gobbo. So yeah, I painted him for a article which they didn't run, which was a shame. But yeah, so I've I've backed her, and I will probably add the bust onto it as well, which is really, really cool. So we got everything there. Is there anything else? Any other models that you want to throw out? Any other models? Kind of want to finish my Casket of Souls. What else? Shatterpoint. What Shatterpoint model could I paint? Any Moonstone? I don't have any Moonstone. No. I don't have any Moonstone. What Dune Mini would you want me to paint, Hannah? What Dune Mini? But that's not bad. That's not bad for a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. So that gets us up to just before Christmas. And then we need some stuff to paint after Christmas. You could always add my 50 or so KDM resins to your list. Maybe Fade if there is a cool one. Amidala. I don't think I have Amidala. I've got a lot of Shatterpoint, but I don't have Amidala. Is the plan to finish all these projects? So the plan is, so like I think I can paint him in one stream. I think I can finish her in one stream. I think I can finish her in one stream. He will have probably 2 streams and he won't be finished. Tomb King, I think I can finish him in a stream. Rogue Hobbies Goblin, I could do a rich grey, finish their face during a stream. Aliens I can finish in a stream. Shatterpoint, I reckon I could probably finish in a stream. Lady Hera is going to be close. I could probably finish her in 2 streams. Kado, I could probably finish in a stream. You're not a fan of the Shatterpoint rules? The Shatterpoint rules are amazing. I'm a huge fan of the Shatterpoint rules. Why do you not like the rules? The Shatterpoint rules are... I don't know how to describe them. They're a massive shake-up in the approach to how you play war games. Wolf, how you doing? So yeah, that's what I reckon, Tobes. I think I can finish her in one stream. I can finish that in one stream. Escher Leader, finish that in one stream. Zombie Dragon will just have... He'll just have 2 streams worth of content. He won't be finished. Because he's got the Rider as well. I've not even started the Rider yet. Tomb King, I think I can finish in one stream. The Goblin will have a stream's worth of painting done. An Alien, I think I can paint in a stream. Shatterpoint model, I reckon if I picked something like Anakin or Obi-Wan, or one of my 3D prints or anything like that, I could probably get close to finished in one stream. Lady Hera will take 2 streams, guaranteed at least. And Kado, I reckon I could finish in a stream. So that's what I reckon. Indeed, Saxtus. Indeed. So it's a me problem. What do you mean it's a me problem? Anakin with some OSL. I mean, they'll all have OSL because they've got lightsabers. Making your December screenshot. That's the plan. Just woke up. I don't know whether it's a you problem, Heinstein. Because if you don't like it, then you don't like it. That's not a you problem. That's just that you don't like the rules. I think the rules are fantastic. Coming from a style of game where everything has to die and where everything is easy to kill, and then going into a game where you are able to use all your models pretty much all the time, is phenomenal. I think it's great. Do the MCP Dracula. I find the movement tool and line of sight approach to be very silly, and I'm bitter they killed 2 of my favourite games to make it. Oh. I don't mind the line of sight. The movement tool is weird. I will say that the movement tool is just weird. I was about to start with Anakin, but I picked up a model with no lightsaber first to ease himself in a bit. What's the MCP Dracula purples? Oh. Oh my god. Okay, he's really cool. He's really cool. Now, the thing about MCP, and I've painted a few of these for a commission, they are fucking tiny. But he's really cool. They are, I mean, they're not small in terms of how big the models are, they are small in terms of the detail. Like, he's got a lower eyelid and a yeah. But that's really nice. Hydrate, thank you very much. So I have like Kado. I've got Kado for Shatterpoint. That would be a cool model to do. I've got loads of Shatterpoint. I printed out a fucking shitloads of Shatterpoint. I tell you what, who I do have. I've got General Grievous. General Grievous could be quite fun. And I've got Dooku. Count Dooku would be quite fun to do. Murder Bears, I don't have any. I don't have any of the Murder Bears. I was going to print out Jawas. I was going to print out Jawas to represent the Murder Bears, to kind of proxy them as the Murder Bears. Do a Moonstone Goblin airship. I don't have any Moonstone stuff. Chris doesn't even know who Wicket is. Yes, I do. It's a thing that you try and hit when you're playing cricket. Jawas would be great. Yeah, I've got a few Jawas. I do have a few Jawas. If you do ! Shatterpoint, you can go to my website and you can see all the stuff I've got. Like, I've got Grand Admiral Thrawn. That would be a cool one to paint. I thought it was something you got Sticky. Sticky Wicket. Tobes is deleting me again. Tobes, is that because I'm not painting a spearhead for you? Even though you want me to paint a spearhead. So Tobes is going to paint. Oh, we need some. Oh, yeah, yes, we need some Trench Crusade. So hopefully by Christmas, the Trench Crusade STLs will be out. So I want to do I want to do a Warwolf, the Assault Wolf. Is there anything? I reckon I could do that in. I reckon that is a stream. I reckon that's a stream's worth of content. I reckon I could do that in a stream. Do we do Atari? Do we do an Artillery Witch? Can you paint me a spearhead? I could paint you a spearhead. Purpley Spark, you can't lurk now. Speaking of painting things for people, if you do want a commission done, then do drop me a message. Whether that's just like a hero to lead your army, or your warband, just a one-off character, just a centerpiece for your army, or a unit or two, or a full army, or a warband, or a Necromunda gang, or anything like that, drop me a message, because I do have spots in the new year. So yeah, do that. There's also other ways you could donate towards the Proxon foam cutter table, so that I can make some Trench Crusade tables for my friends when we play Trench Crusade.
I do what I want. You're not my real mom.
You could do this, and you could make Twitch Lady insult me. That helps streams. You could subscribe or gift subscribe or anything like that, or you could check out my website and grab anything from my website as well if you want to support things like that. You want to do a Chorf Spearhead, but not sure what that would count as. I would wait, Captain Mannerings. I would wait and then just do the actual Chorf Spearhead when it comes out. Oh, BB Nut, amazing. So good. So good. I was getting Instagram messages all the way through the night with like little video clips of them celebrating. Phenomenal. And also somewhat emotional about Lewis's last race for for Mercedes as well, which is weird. So yeah, the Assault Wolf, and then probably an Artillery Witch, right? Everybody wants to see me paint an Artillery Witch. I reckon she's a stream as well. Yeah. There we go. I think maybe we'll come back. Should we come back to this in a little while and check? See if there's anybody's had any more ideas. We heard there was some excitement in F1. What was the TLDR? McLaren were world champions. McLaren won the constructors title. Oh yeah, there's the TLDR. That's literally it. This is literally all we were excited about. McLaren won the constructors championship. But to be fair, it's the first time they won the constructors championships in 1998. So it's been a while, and they deserve it, and they're awesome, and we like McLaren. And now I want a papaya cap. Now I want a papaya cap. They got him, have they? Celestine's looking good. Thank you, Hannah. Saxtus, were there any other models you wanted to recommend or suggest? Or are you... Yeah, how's everybody's Monday going? Just put some few little hotspots and highlights around here. Boo, boo, boo. Sexy Science Hannah is in the house. She's in the house, don't you know? Not fun. Ah, okay. No worries, Sextus. Catch you in a bit, dude. I hope the move has gone really well as well, mate. You're welcome, BB Nut. Is that like, so when you are you putting up like matches and then you just need like a crypt logo to say we're playing in this league today? You're welcome. It was a header that I made right at the beginning of running the crypt that I just kind of tidied it up a little bit and then threw a logo at the bottom. So you're welcome. I was on the porch yesterday when another lady came in. Check on the kittens. I said they're in my home with their mummy. She asked if we plan to keep them. I said most probably. Then she said if we want to give them. She's 2 houses up the street. Oh my word. Wow, purples. Dodged a bullet there. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a nice house to send Poe and Tato to. Does she not know who Poe and Tato are? Has Chips been at all annoying again today? But I'm polite, so I just thought it. I have a thumbnail template. I'm going to put the logo at the top middle for the little leagues I'm in. You'll see this week when amazing BB Nut. I did do a quick Google to see if you posted any yet, and couldn't see any, so I will keep my eye out. Thank you, mate. I was always a little bit sad that I couldn't get Andy excited about the league. But I do love how many people play in it. It's really cool. One of the best things I've done, dude. One of the best things I've done. What season are we in now? 14. We're on season 14 of a Blood Bowl league that I started. Because my best mate was like, you should come and play Blood Bowl. I was like, okay. Tell you what, let's run a league. Okay. So I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. It's always a fun league. They are so cute when they're kittens and they shove them outside when they grow up, so no way in hell we give Poe or Tato to that twat family. Yeah, Poe and Tato deserve the absolute world. They're fantastic little bundles of fur. Are you excited for next season? You know what, BB Nut? I'm really happy that Verstappen's been kind of shown up this season, because I've been saying that sort of stuff, like racing for the apex and all the shitty things that he's been doing. I've been saying that for fucking years. Like, he's a big kid who doesn't like like he was only cordial last season because his car was so much quicker than anybody else. He didn't have to try. So I'm really glad that he's been shown up a little bit this season, and I'm really looking forward to next season because I don't think he's going to have it all his own way. I don't think Red Bull are going to be fast enough, and I think there's going to be such a cool season of everybody competing for the world title. And I reckon Antonelli is going to come in like an absolute bull and be right up there as well. And I would not put it past Hamilton to win it. I think it's going to be an absolutely... Yeah, he is. And that childish fucking comment that he said with like 10 seconds, oh, he should make it 20, bloody idiots, sort of thing. He's an absolute... And the worst thing is, he's a world champion. He's supposed to be a role model. He's supposed to be a great role model for the sport, like Jenson Button was, like Lewis Hamilton was, like arguably Nico Rosberg was, Fernando Alonso, Vettel to some degree was still kind of a role model, but he's just an idiot, and I don't like him, and I hope he gets absolutely outraced next season. And I'm really glad that Russell made those comments as well. George Russell was a big kid as well. I actually need to sub to the F1 streaming service so I don't have to listen to Croft ramble on next year. The greatest driver there ever was or ever will be, Schumacher. Schumacher's phenomenal. So it was a different time. It was a bit of a different time then. But yeah, he was still a sort of a role model. Well, he was a role model, wasn't he? He's phenomenal. So yeah, Max needs a absolute battering. Still looks shit, but at least the tracks are not crooked. It's more stable now. Fantastic. Croft is great. Max is out. That's Perez. Oh dear. Yeah, I can't decide which is the best one to listen to, because Croft is annoying, but you get Anthony Davidson and Jenson Button and Martin Brundle and Nico Rosberg and everybody like that. Although you used to get Damon Hill, who would ask the kind of tough questions as well, because he was been there, done that. But then equally you get some of the other characters on there. So I don't know. I'm glad David Coulthard is getting on. Yeah. I don't. David Coulthard never says anything. If you listen to David Coulthard, he never actually says anything. As an American, hearing Croft climax every time an English driver manages to breathe under their own power gets old. Without wanting, I don't mean offence by this at all, but is that not a very American thing to do? You're going to be in 2026. Crofty is slightly biased. I mean, it's an English broadcasting thing. In 2026, when you have a American, when you have Cadillac team on there with an American driver, you're going to be exactly the same. Whenever whoever that American driver gets a point, whoever is commentating is going to go nuts. Yeah, it does get a little bit old, but I do know what you mean. I'm of the ilk that, like, when you go to a football match over here, and they read out, I've always wanted to be the person who reads out the teams, and like reads out the goals, like the person on the tannoy system at the football stadiums, because I would be like, if the other team scores, it would be like, and the goal scorer for Burton was Paul Smith. Thank you very much. Whereas Derby County one scores, it'd be like, and put it in the back of the net. It'd be like so cool. Gonna write anything on the scrolls? Yes, I'm gonna freehand words all over the scrolls. I've also got some little bits of symbols as transfers. That's what I'm looking for. I've got some symbol transfers to put on the scrolls as well before I freehand all the words on them. They would be like, sorry, the announcer has gone to make a cuppa. Yeah, you wouldn't have many chances to get excited with Derby lately. We've not been great. Well, actually, no. To be fair, Topes. To be fair, we were really good against Sheffield Wednesday. We were really good against Swansea. We were shocking against Leeds. But we've had a lot to kind of get excited about drawing the game. It's just that the results have been rubbish. Has each team with their own broadcast. F1 should have a somewhat impartial commentary team, seeing as Sky 1 is the one everyone speaking English gets. Arguable, yeah. I think they do a reasonably good job. Albion undefeated in 11, 9 out of 10 draws, dirty Leeds. Yeah, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. I think they do I do think Sky do a reasonably good job. The annoying thing is how they idolise Max to some degree. Right, anyway. Dirty Leeds, I know. It was quite funny because one of my mates is a Leeds fan, and I was I was talking to him before the match. I was like, yeah, just kind of go easy. And then at the end of the match, after the match, I was like, oh dear. Well, thank you very much, but like with hindsight, and being realistic, like your team is like 125 million, and ours is 3 million. So. Yeah, it was expected, but I kind of hoped that we'd played more. And he went, no, we haven't spent that much. No, like the only player we've bought is so and so, and it was only 2 million. I was like, dude, I was talking about your entire team. Your entire team is 125 million. The kittens have woke up. Yay! You also really don't like Croft. That's fine. I catch a movement at the corner of my eye. I turn my hand and see little Poe. Oh, then they run away. Oh. Where was Poe? Was he in like the doorway or something? So Tomb King Tristan, I don't know whether Tomb King Tristan is still in chat, but Tomb King Tristan listens to the Formula 1 feed, so he will be able to let you know whether it's any better than the F1 one. Not getting Danica Patrick would be great for next season. She's difficult to listen to. But then, like, every single there's a problem like that with every single commentary. I mean, there are people who won't come into my stream because they don't like what I'm kind of nattering about. But like the football streams as well, like Peter Drury and Clive Tills, whatever his name is, are shocking commentators. They're really bad. You end up going in and listening to a football match. They don't commentate on the football match. They give you a history lesson about some guy. Oh, this guy is the 34th person who's played for Wolves who's had the surname starting with Z. Like, great, that's completely irrelevant. I do. Yes, BB Nut, I do. As soon as Danica Patrick on, I don't watch Danica Patrick. I watch Jensen Button go, what the fucking hell is she on about? Yeah. So, but all commentaries like that, it's very, very difficult to get a commentary with people who are really, really good. I'm lucky with the Radio Derby commentary because I really like the commentators and co-commentators that are on there. I did send a tweet to Alan Shearer at the weekend saying thank you very much for your co-coms at the weekend on Amazon TV because they were really, really good compared to the commentators who were giving us history lessons all the time. So yeah, it's very difficult to find commentary which is very good from everybody throughout, sort of thing. In my opinion, anyway. Please feel free to disagree if you think I'm wrong. Be careful. What's he done? I tried to clip Gargamel's claws with hobby snips when he was sat by me, and he tried to eat them before I could even get in position. Oh, brilliant. But yeah, the Danica Jensen Button thing is just literally hilarious, and to some degree Martin Brundle does it as well. It was I think it was a free practice. Was it the free practice? BB Nut will remember this probably. I think it was the free practice in America. It was either America, so the Circuit of the Americas, or it was Vegas, when Karen Chanduk was co-commentating with Crofty, with Danica Patrick in the thing, and they broke to one of the cars that were doing one of the laps in the practice, one of the practice laps, and he said, Danica, do you want to commentate over and just tell us what's happening in this lap? And she ummed and ahed and said nothing about the lap for about 30 seconds, and then Karen Chanduk took over, which I thought was hilarious. The Super GT commentary when it moved to motorsport was like that. The English broadcasters couldn't pronounce the Japanese names, didn't understand their restart procedures, and just wanted to talk about British touring car. No! Oh dear. Yeah, that's Paul. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff about all the commentaries. So trying to find commentaries is half the fight, and a lot of the time, like Wimbledon is one of my favourite sporting events. Like, I absolutely love watching Wimbledon, but there's a commentator who commentates at Wimbledon who is absolutely atrocious, like really, really, really bad. And they're never going to sack him. They're never going to get rid of him. So you just have to kind of grim and bear it and try not to roll your eyes at what he says quite too much, and just kind of like filter him out. She's now car driver, just gets confused when they turn right. That's very, very true. Yeah, BB Nut will know all about. It's not Henman. It's not Henman. It's Andrew Castle. Andrew Castle is atrocious, absolutely atrocious. And because I used to be a tennis coach as well, and I kind of understand what they're going through. He says some absolutely stupid things on there as well, with regard to what they're trying to do. So yeah, no, Henman's all right. Henman's okay. Right, I've got to stop trying to stop glazing this now. Yeah, it is. It's a completely different discipline. So why have they brought her in for Formula One? Don't get it. Don't get it. Completely different discipline. It's interesting when you kind of hear some of these kind of commentators who come in and try and do the job without doing much research because they think they can just kind of turn up and talk, whereas the commentators who are really good because they've done loads of research and they were watching like for instance football matches. They were watching all the football matches from the last handful of football matches that the team that they're commentating on have played in the last few weeks, so that they know exactly what they can talk about and exactly what opinions they can draw. Yeah, exactly. Like people, that's on Sky. That's on Sky, who have brought her in to commentate on Formula One. She should be throw her in and commentate on NASCAR. Send her over to NASCAR and get her to commentate on that sort of stuff. If she wants to commentate on motorsport, commentate on the motorsport she understands. You wouldn't bring a footballer in to commentate on tennis. At the most, bring her in for the academy, the F1 academy, which are all the ladies competing, and the Formula W, which was the ladies series, because then she can throw some relevant stuff on there. But yeah, anyway, he has to keep his sister in line when she's out of reach of the teeth. The murder mittens must stay murdery. The murder mittens. Murder mittens. This is just this. I'm really pleased with Celestine. I really hope. I really hope. There we go. I really hope Sexy Science Hannah really likes her when she arrives. There we go. But yeah, commentators. Really difficult to find good ones for 100% of what. And this was I was talking to a friend the other day about it. It was like, it really frustrates me how bad commentators seem to like constantly get jobs and seem to be always commentating, sort of thing. Like Peter Drury is a classic one. And whenever Peter Drury is commentating as well, if you go to Twitter, you can just see everybody go, what the hell is this? Why? We don't want history lessons. Peter Drury's commentary is Alejandro Garnacho! And that's it. He just shouts out the player names when they're about to have a shot. It's ridiculous. Hey, Twitch.
Christopher is so pleased with his painting on Celestine that he will just keep her. Sorry, Sexy Science Hannah.
That is very, very true. Yeah, sorry, Sexy Science Hannah. Could you please pay for the other half of the commission, and then I'm just going to keep her, and then she can go with my sisters. Hey, Sinister, how you doing? I fear what probably happened was that she was the only female racer they could think of to increase diversity in commentary, but didn't train her up first, so she was destined to fail. She was the only female racer they could think of. Okay. probably the only female racer who would accept the pay. Actually no, they did have Jodie Chadwick on. They had Jodie Chadwick on a few times, which was really cool. Maybe twice. She was really good. So you can have. It's not like. Yeah, Jodie Chadwick was great. Hopefully she'll come back. Hopefully she'll do some more because she was really good. Where is it that one? Yeah. Anyway, enough chit-chattering about commentaries. Let's talk about... I nearly said let's talk about tennis. Let's talk about painting. Trench Crusade models. What Trench Crusade models do you want me to paint over Christmas? I'll probably do another Observer because he's really cool. It's only because of South Park. Yeah, exactly. There's probably a reason she was on South Park. Look, no! Purpley, come back. Purpley, come back. Yo, Quiff, how you doing? How you doing? Quiff, I was saying earlier on stream that I don't like the trench coats that I've painted. I'm going to sell them. But I want to sell them to somebody in the community, so if you're interested, let me know. Target said that he was going to think about it as well. How are you, dude? Doing well. Excellent. What time is it? Oh my word. Nearly time to finish, everybody. Been chit-chattering away well. So we're going to do Celestine again tomorrow. And try and get as much of these finished as we can. Try and put a few little reflections in here and there. Will you paint them again? Yeah, I'll print myself another set and paint them again, yeah. I just painted them en masse and I just don't like them. I don't like it when I paint en masse. Because it changes the technique and it changes your mentality. And it ultimately changes how the models look, and I don't like them. So. They're all here, look. So they're all these ones. Not a fan. So we've got a massive amount of those. They look alright when they're all together, I suppose, but... paint job. Yeah, sculpt's fine. Sculpt's lovely. I just painted them. I just didn't paint them very well. Lasagna tonight. Nice! You got leftover pizza? I'm going to order a Domino's at some point this week, I think. I don't know when, maybe Friday. Black these ones in as well while I'm here. What pizza is it? Yeah, as Target reminded me as well, I like painting higher level stuff than just like smashing out quick stuff. Veggie pizza! Interesting. So I prefer painting stuff like this because you can get much more focus on things that you're trying to paint. Because I like painting. Having burgers tonight. Yeah, I've got lasagna, but I will have a festive Domino's at some point as well. Festive Domino's. What snack to have? What with burgers? I don't know. Right, I'm just going to turn the radio on so I don't lose the listening thing.
Computers.
Pringles. Have burgers and Pringles. So tomorrow, I will put the transfers on. I will put the transfers on the. I'll put the transfers on the CVS receipts tonight, and then tomorrow we'll freehand loads of tiny little words all over. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do loads of freehand on that tomorrow. So that'll be quite cool. Quite good fun. West Brom playing tomorrow. When do we play West Brom? Having pre-dinner snack of toast. Ball gear. Coffee and a biscuit. I'm gonna go and cook lasagna in a second. Gonna go do lasagna. And there's a battery, so that's probably time to scoot off. Okay, everybody. Hannah, hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of that. I'll try and get as much done as I can for tomorrow. Possibly too tired to start Mr. Vermin Lord. That sounds like, what did you call me, Tobes? A quitter? Sounds like excuses. Sounds like excuses to me, Toby Tobes. I reckon you should definitely start Vermin Lord. I reckon just chilling, sitting down, throwing something on the TV, sitting down, leaning back, and just throwing some bass tones on the Vermin Lord will make you feel really cool. Yeah, definitely should. And I am incredibly excited about these. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. So, yeah. Yes, please, Games Workshop. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to go and see if there is anybody around. Cryo. Time for cryo. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Tobes, post some updates on the Vermin Lord if you get a little bit of motivation to chill and paint some. And I will see you all later, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to do some freehand on Celestine's ribbons, tassels, things.